Hey, how it's going, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you that how AI agents can perform security assessment on your cloud. Let's say you are working on Azure, AWS, GCP, or any other clouds, right? Like DigitalOcean, so on and so forth, right? We don't have to do security assessment, or now you don't have to go and pay a third party auditor or a vendor who performs this cloud assessment or security assessment, or they perform audits on your cloud infrastructure, right? And they give you report. AI agents can do it for you, and that's what I'm going to show you, that how I build this tool that automatically connects with our cloud, whatever cloud we are using, through a web browser, and performs all the security assessment on that particular cloud and generate a PDF report that we can share with our clients. So if you look at here on my screen, I have named it K-Suit. It says AI powered cloud security auditing tool. And right now I have only integrated with Microsoft Azure, but I'm also working to integrate with AWS and Google Cloud GCP. Now, the underlying concept remains the same, only the authentication mechanism will mostly change, right? Because the way we connect with Azure Cloud is a bit different on AWS. For AWS authentication, I have to rely on Boto3, but that is beyond the scope of this video. The scope is not, here in this video. But here, let's say I have my Microsoft Azure Cloud that you see it over here. And if you look at here on my cloud, I have a virtual machine, I have a storage, and I have, like, let's say some resource group and so on and so forth. So I have multiple Azure services, right, that I have been using. That can be a database, that can be a virtual machine, that can be app service, and that can be anything, right, on cloud. Now let's say as a startup, you are building some SaaS solutions or whatever you are building, and you are providing some offerings to your clients. Clients will come to you and say, if the solution has been hosted on, like, let's say, service providers cloud, clients will not directly take it. They would first like to have a report on the cloud assessment of that cloud assessment. They would like to see if your cloud is secure, where they're going to host this the service, or if it's an app or whatever. So they make sure that's the norms basically. And there are companies like Qualysec, Protiviti, Deloitte, PwC, all these big four companies, they do it. Uh, they perform these audits and they give you a report, and there are benchmarks like CIS and so on and so forth. So let's say this is my cloud and I have built a SaaS solution, and I want to deploy it here and give it to 5 different clients. So clients will always ask you this report, right? Give me the report if the cloud is secure, because they're gonna use that, right, on your cloud, not on their own infrastructure, or we are building an on-premise solutions, right? So I'll show you that. Let's say we connect here on Microsoft Azure. I'll click on this. The moment I say, it says welcome to KSUIT. It's asked for a tenant ID. I'm just gonna get it from my intra ID. I get the tenant ID here, and you can see it says connect failed to initiate Azure authentication because I haven't started running it. Let's run the backend. Now our backend is running. Now what happens is, to connect with this Azure cloud, it asks for a tenant ID. You'll have your own tenant, can be a single tenant, can be multi-tenant, so on and so forth. So let's say I click on connect to Azure cloud. The moment I hit on connect to Azure cloud, of course this is the client cloud that I've been using, you can see it authenticates. It authenticates with that Azure cloud. It opens a pop-up in a browser, authenticate with that cloud, Azure cloud that you have your account, and then it runs a few things in the background, and you can see it's going to take a few moments. Basically, it's going to take some time. We are in the backend, we have been using some agents that looks at all the resource group, all the services that we are running, and then after analyzing all the services, they run some scans and they create a output report. And then also have an AI analysis that I will show you, that does all the AI analysis. It also gives you recommendation how to fix that, because let's say we are having some risks. Risk can be categorized into high risk, medium risk, so on and so forth. Then we also have to fix those issues before we reach to client and say, okay, our cloud is ready to kind of host the service, right? So if you look at here, it gives me a huge security report over here. It says I have one subscription, that is correct. and it has a high risk, one high risk, 52 medium risk. That's what it shows. If you see it over here, and it gives you the scan timing, and it gives you all these different scans that it has performed. It gives you all the issues that it has found on that Azure cloud. And if you look at here, it gives you network security rule allows traffic from any source or to any destination port. And if you see it over here, different issues that this cloud has right now, and we have been running it. So let's say if I take my SaaS solution and deploy it over here, no enterprises or no client will use this. That's where the struggle is. Then you'll go to some vendor and say, okay, I need a security assessment of my cloud, and they will run some test. They will ask you all this tenant ID, credentials, so on and so forth, and then they will run all the test by authenticating or accessing those things, and then they will fill some templates, and they charge like 5-10 lakh rupees also, depending on how big the company you are working with, right? So, and it's a low hanging fruit. For I know a lot of cybersecurity companies will not like this video probably. They will say that I don't want to kind of take their job or work whatever they have been doing. The consulting company, the smaller companies, they kind of do it in like 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees, or like let's say 2,000, $3,000, right? They do it. So there is something called CIS benchmarking. So if I show you here, CIS benchmark, all these companies, they follow it. You can download it as a template that you can also go through it. But that's not the only thing. So if you look at here, it gave you all this outputs. That's not the only thing. We have AI security analysis also, right? On the AI security analysis, you can see it gives you reviewed all these findings, how many medium risk finding, high risk finding. It also gives you a risk score of your cloud infrastructure, and then it also tells you how to fix those issues. So let's say if I have an overly permissive network security rule, that's called NSG, by the way, and how do we fix it then? Like let's say I have to fix it immediately, so I can just run this command. It gives you a remediation steps also. It gives you high priority, medium priority, categorize that if it's a network resource, if it's a like let's say a virtual machines, or so on and so forth. So for each top issues, the AI here, the agents here gives you, basically the agent here gives you all the remediation steps, how to run these commands, how to immediately kind of fix those issues, right? So if you can go, just keep going, right? You can just keep going and you can find it out, complete. Or right now I only have given only top 10 priorities. I have asked AI to identify all the issues. Like in this case, you could see there are 50 plus, but I have instructed the agent that it only has to find out top priorities and first fix that, because if you fix those, most of them are also dependent on each other, so that will automatically get fixed if you are aware of how cloud infrastructure works right now. This is amazing, right? This is a security thing that you get it, and you see how easy it is. I just wanted to build a very simple interface, one or two button clicks, connect with your cloud, just give your tenant ID, connect with the cloud. The agents automatically run all the scans, find out the next step, recommendations, remediations, and so on and so forth. Not only that, right, it also gives you a PDF report. So when you click on export PDF, you can download your PDF also. I'll show you a glimpse of it. Now, it also gives you detailed security findings. You can find it out, all these, descriptions, and you can find out everything. Guest account with read permissions, everything you can find it out in a very tabular format. You can keep going. You can see it's a 13-pager report. I know that it generates for each of the issues that the the agents have identified, and basically it automatically tells you how to fix it, the impact, the recommendations, and you can see AI powered remediations recommendations, like what kind of command you have to run it, because that is also very important. You don't only need report, right? You need to do the action after that, and that's where the agent comes up. That's the next step in this tool, because see, this already has access to your Azure account. Now if you give permissions to automatically run this command, agents can also fix that. That can basically perform all the resolution steps, so it can resolve all your issues in just few clicks and command runs, right? Just imagine how much time. You can see recommendation 6, recommendation 7. As I told you, only I have given top 10 recommendations to prioritize, because there can be 50 hundreds of it also, and but these are called customizable, and it's based on needs. So this is what I wanted to show you. I built this tool here. If I go back, you can see all your security report, all the issues. You can find out risk score. You can find out AI agent-based analysis, the security analysis, and not only that, I will walk you through how I have built it. Okay, K-Suit. It's a cloud security assessment AI tool for cybersecurity, guys, because the more we work in the AI space, we know it's a risky technology. In the future, it's gonna be even more worse. People are already doing a lot of activities in the AI space with jailbreaking, the prompt injections, the adversarial attacks, manipulating models and agents. So you need this kind of a cyber layer also, just to mitigate these risks. If you want to build a cyber safe AGI, this is the foundation that we have to start with, right? So keep that in mind. Now I'll just walk you through if you are interested to build it by your own. Happy to share this architecture, not a big thing. If you look at here, this is how it looks like. K-Suite Cloud Security Assessment AI tool. We have an user interface layer that you see. This is the user interface layer. Until I log out, it will be authenticated. It has these things also. If you can go through, we also have dark and all those things. So if I just come here, it has a dashboard that you see. Mobile interface can come in future for remote testing workers or remote testers, whoever. Right? It makes an HTTPS or REST APIs request to the backend. We have backend running on. Now the backend is running, all our backend is running on localhost 8000, right? That's where it runs. And that's where it runs. Actually, you can see K-Suite Azure Auditor. This is our Azure Auditor. I'm saying this is for people who perform this security assessment on the cloud. That's how the pitch deck or the problem elevator pitch is simple, right? Now, if I just come back here, right, it has a API that you see. It starts with, of course, a session management and token validation, because when you connect with Azure, as you can see, I have create when you do Azure login or AWS login, you have to create an in case of Azure, you have to do an OAuth, you have to do an app registrations, and then you have to give some permissions and take the client secret and value from there and the client ID from there, and then how you do the authentication that we have been seeing here. And of course, that can be RBAC also, a role-based access controls, because let's say if you are an IAM user, in case of AWS, if you are accessing an EC2 machine, you have to do that through IAM. You cannot do it through root. If you're authenticating through Boto3 in this particular authentication mechanism that I have. I'll show that in next video when I complete the AWS and GCP integrations. But this is how the authentication and authorization look like. You see this? Then we have a trigger scan. Now what it does here actually, it triggers some scan. You can see it's a multi-cloud security scanning engine. It has all of these things, Azure APIs to connect with Azure, AWS, which is on roadmap to connect with AWS, and GCP to connect with GCP. Now, here we have a risk assessment and scoring engine, and how that does work is important. So if you look at here, we have an AI ML intelligence layer where we have machine learning trends analysis. That is also we are working. Agents can access tools. They're nothing but your statistical or machine learning or discriminative models that will basically tells you, the trends analysis of your like whatever cloud services that you are using. It has AI agents analysis and recommendation that I have shown you. It has automated remediation, so it can automatically solve those issues and fix those right immediately. And then we can create reports out of it. We can of course integrate. I want to do a CIS style PDF report. It's not completely CIS based what I was showing the PDF, but we'll do that. That's not completely CIS based, but yeah, it is at some extent it is. If you have seen the CIS PDF report. Now let's come back here, right? You can see real-time security alerts. We have executive dashboards. It also has an executive dashboard, right? If you see it here, because for executive, they don't want to go deep dive into all of the issues, so they will just like to look at the executive summary and the risk score. Just for the CXOs, the chief information officer or chief compliance officer, they'll just go through those things, and then it gets stored in all of our local database right now. Okay, but then we can vectorize those and build a chatbot also to ask some conversational based question answering things also, that we can do it. This is a very high level architecture that you see. Happy to share this architecture if you want to build it. But yeah, this is what K-Suite is, guys. If I just walk you through a little bit of the code, if this is our main file that you see on the AI side. If you look at the AI side, what I'm going to show you a few things quickly. How we've been building here. As you can see, it's generate HTML reports. We saw that. We saw it here. We have ours. Yeah, that is fine. Resource group. We take, you can see we are using Azure APIs, right, to get all of those things. Resource group, network security groups, security center assessment, and everything that you see. Fantastic, right? So this is running locally right now. I just shown you how to how I have started that backend, and nothing hard coded. You can find it out some descriptions on the mapping that you see it over here. This is what it is right now. Fantastic. I'm not that savvy into showing you the code, but it doesn't make sense. But yeah, this is what it is. If you see, I'll just stop my backend server here. I'll just go on localhost 3000. Welcome to KSuit. Now, this is how simple, UI, user interface, and user experience also. Let's say you have three major clouds: Azure, GCP, AWS. And as a startup founder or a small or a lean team that you have, or SMEs or MSMEs, you cannot pay 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs for Qualysec or Deloitte or PwC of the world, or Productivity of the world for doing cloud assessment test. There are companies like CPX and NCC group, right? Whoever, they charge money, a lot of money to kind of perform this security assessment. We don't need that anymore. AI will do it for you guys. You just have to do uh, clicks and then get it done. There are open source repos that I have been, of course, using it to build the backend integrations. But on top of it, then we have agents coming up for recommendations, remediations. So now that is how the future will look like in the cybersecurity space, in the cloud assessment and clouds security assessment or auditing space. Humans or consultants will not have to kind of go and run this command and create a CIS template, fill the info. AI is doing it right now. I just shown you how to do it in just 2 or 3 clicks. In just 5 minutes, we performed assessment on this particular cloud that you saw. That's what it is, guys. This is what I wanted to show you. If you're also interested to kind of know more, uh, or kind of build agent, I'll give you this link, Agentic AI toolkit. If you're somebody who wants to learn Agentic AI and master it, this is the only toolkit you need. It has 5 different modules here. You get everything in one toolkit. It has a learning roadmap. It has a 3 months learning roadmap. You are somebody who does not know how to start, what kind of certifications, what kind of projects, what kind of tutorials, what kind of CVs to build. You will get that into 3 month skill builder kit. Then we have use case selection kit. Not all the use cases require AI agent. Okay, there are use cases you can build with traditional AI or LLMs. Not all have to come into the agent space. It also shows you how to select those use cases, and once you select it, you're gonna build it. So I have 90 plus N10 workflow templates already tested, beta tested. Those N10 workflows that people are selling it for $5,000 and whatnot. Here you get it, like you can just look at the link that I'm gonna share in the description. We also have a governance and risk management toolkit. As a Gartner report, right, said that 40% of AI projects will be cancelled by next year, right, because of the missing governance layer. It's a risky technology. You have to create a governance layer to make sure that you are building agentic AI responsibly. Adoption is right at your organization. So we also have a framework-driven toolkit for governance and risk management. We also have a success framework to define how do we measure the success, how do we quantify, right? We say quantifiable or outcome driven uh, ROI. It's very difficult to measure. It's not generic. It's based on industry use cases, so on and so forth. So we also have some Notion templates, frameworks for that. All these 5 module comes under this Agentic AI toolkit. Find the link in description of this video, and if you have any question, thoughts, or feedbacks, you can reach out to me. Reach out to me through my social media channel. Find those information on channel banner and channel about us. If you like this video, hit the like icon. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe the channel, guys. That motivates me to create more such videos in near future. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.